speaker. Our next speaker hails from a human resources background. Having conducted hundreds of training courses as a business coach, Mr. Muhammad Al-Malala is seasoned in public administration, personal skills, and human resources, to name a few. He conducts trainings in local and international companies such as Saudi Aramco, Viva Bahrain, Gulf International, and Gulf Plastics Company, and many, many more. Tonight, he has graciously joined us to give a talk on how soft skills can enhance your career. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Mr. Muhammad.
السلام عليكم. الصوت واضح؟ هذا الصوت؟ مساء الخير جميعا. Thank you for the short presentation about me. But before I start, I would like each and every one of you to stand up, please.
Yeah, sure.
It's a small exercise. You know, we trainers and coaches love, to make people, very active. Okay, just imagine for a minute that you have your future in your right hand. Okay? Your past in your left hand. All right? Where is your future?
Right hand.
Right hand. Left hand? Your past. Now close your eyes for a minute and concentrate on your future. Your right hand. Close your eyes for a minute. Now, where do you want to be a year from now? Just think about it. Where do you see yourself a year from now? Okay? Everybody did, right? Now, go to your left hand. A year from today. Last one full year. Where were you? What have you accomplished? Clear? Now, I don't want you to go for one full year. I need you to go just for 1 month from now. Which means at the end of this year, what do you want to be? Where do you want to be? What exactly you want to accomplish? Think about it. Last year, where were you? Where are your goals? Do you see them? They're gone. Have you accomplished any one of them? That's it. Thank you very much. Okay, tonight, talking about soft skills. Okay, I'll talk about 10 of them, but let's first of all see what, well, you already have this. By the way, something he did not say about me that I'm author, I already published 2 books. One's called Finjan Qahwa, the other one وصلت متأخرا, which means cup of coffee, and the other one is arrived late. My third one, within a few months, inshallah, it means I missed the way to her heart. Okay, just expecting that. All right, my agenda is this. I'll talk what are soft skills, the difference between them, top 10 soft skills that you need to know, and why you need them, and we will conclude. Very short, but hopefully it is beneficial. Okay, let's start. Exactly, what are the soft skills? Give me one example of what soft skill. Just give me one. Communication. That's one. Great. What else? Patience. Patience. Okay, I accept that.
Teamwork.
Teamwork is another one. Time management, which is more important, right? Leadership. Another one. Why they are soft skills? You cannot measure them. Well, let's see. Well, soft skills can be defined as character traits, interpersonal attitude. That's it. Which means something that comes within you. Okay? But they can be learned. Other ones, they are natural ability that usually cannot be taught in a class. So you are in the university, but you like it or not, these soft skills, they are not in school, in a class. You have to learn them different way. Okay. Your resume, think of this. Which means any employer will not look at your CV and say, oh, he has a soft skill. No, because they are not there. Okay? So, let's see some or between them. Here it is. Soft skills across all other industries. Whether you are a teacher, a regular employee in any industry in the world, you need soft skills. They are there. But hard skills, they are special only, where they exist in the same industrial business. That's what they are. They are specifically industrial electro training, where they are natural. But you need to practice these soft skills in order for you to really succeed in your life. Everywhere you go, you need the soft skills. What do you need from them? First one, communication. What is communication? Can anybody tell me what is, when you hear the word communication, what is it?
Understanding each other.
Thoughts, interaction, conversations. Great. I'll give you small definition. Communication is just getting a message across. Simple as that. I have a message. The message could be thought. It could be anything, but even feelings. We can't get our feelings towards someone else. So it's a message across. But why people misunderstand us? When I talk, oh, this is what I thought you said. 1 minute. Let's go back and redefine our definition then. Communication is getting the message across, making sure that get understood from the other person the way you want it, not the way he or she wants. Otherwise, you will have conflict in there. So make sure to be understood. That's why we say communication has 5 elements. Put them in your mind. 5 elements. 1, the speaker. 2nd is the message, the content of the message. 3rd one is the method or the way you want to make sure that you cross that message. 4th one is the receiver. And 5th one is the feedback. Make sure that this person understood you very well the way you want, not the way he or she wants. Okay? So communication is very crucial to anywhere in your world. Communication is the most important soft skill that everyone should have. All businesses require, regardless where, because we say it is everywhere, right? So communication will help you in, can be oral or written, which is we're talking about the, which one? The 3rd element is the method, the way, right? Allows you to express yourself effectively. Take it from me. You will fail 100% if you do not have this soft skill in your body. Because if you cannot communicate clearly and effectively, you will fail in your life. You cannot live alone, right? So therefore, you need to make sure that communication is your priority in your life. Where are you going to see it? Whether you are a sales, human resource, accountant, whatever, but you need it. Why? Because you need to be clear, confidence, respect, all comes from communication. There are so many examples that require communication. So communication, we put it in our top list. When you go home, oh, am I communicating well? Do my parents understand me? Does my wife understand me? Does my husband, what I am lacking in my communication? Okay? Ask yourself this question. Second one. Second soft skill is, as you said, teamwork. Teamwork is no longer work can be accomplished alone. You need people to help you. We interact with people. That will save us time, will save us effort, will make sure that these errors will be less when we work as a team. Because everyone will look at the other person work, right? So we try to work. So What else in there? Allow you to operate well. Do I have that skill? Can I really work with people in a team where I can be so cooperative, communicate well or not? You lack communication, definitely you will lack teamwork. Make research, event, so many, anywhere. Conflict management. If you cannot work in a team, you will not be able to solve your conflicts. And because you already missed communication. I will always go back to communication because it is our alive. It's communication. What is the third one, do you think? Adaptability. So you live in a diverse world. When you go to any work, for sure those people could be from different world, right? From different organizations or from different countries. So we need to adapt. Any changes happen in your work, you need to adapt to it. You need to have the ability to accept others and accept the changes. I know you are in a very comfort zone. Once anybody comes into your comfort zone, you will not feel comfortable. Or if they try to take you out of your comfort zone, you will not feel comfortable. You have to know and make sure that you are able to adapt to any change. And the world is changing. It's not stable. So you need to make sure that you are really able to adapt. Allow you to operate well in group settings, workplace, whatever, and as a public relations, event organizer, whatever, this is nursing, advertising, all this type of work that you need to be adapt all the time. So adaptability is very important. Accepting others. Curiosity, self-management, these are examples of where adaptability can be and needs to be implemented. The fourth one is problem solving. From finance perspective, if you cannot solve a problem, you will not be able to balance your debit and credit. That's the only thing I know about finance and accounting. Okay? I don't know anything else. Okay? I know there is one column for credit and the other one for debit and see if they are balanced or not. Sometimes I fail because I don't know where the error is. Okay, so I need to make sure that I be able to solve the problems built using analytical creativity thinking. Why people, you know, my nephew is a content editor. He works in the state. And he came in Jubail, one of the branches company, and he found out there are $250,000 missing. And he found out there was a stealing. Okay? They gave him $20,000 bonus. So he was really able to solve their problems. Okay? So, law enforcement, technology, medical analysis. That will help you. If you are not able to analyze and solve the problem. What we do, whenever I face a problem, I go to my boss. Well, I face this problem, how can I do it? What about you? You have a brain. Think. Don't go to your boss to solve your problem. Solve it your own. You have a conflict with your wife. You go to your dad, Daddy, I have a problem with my wife. What is this? Okay, you need to have that kind of soft skill. You know? That's, and the problem never solved. Because his father said, just divorce. That's simple. It is just divorce. Creativity. Be creative. Think outside the box. We always think, you know, there was a problem I used in my training. Okay, I draw squares and try to ask them a question, very simple question. They will give me. When it comes to the third question, it cannot be done. Cannot be done. I said, I cannot give you any question that cannot be answered. I do give you all the problems I give you, they are unanswered. But you need to think outside the box. When I do it for them, oh, we didn't think that way. Because you did nothing there. It's true. And they base their answers on the previous one. And they try to solve the current problem with the past solutions. Cannot work that way. Now you need to be creative. Think outside the box. Help develop innovative solutions for problems. Structural designer, architect, artist, all these. Diverse thinking, inspiration, imagination. So the artists, when they try to draw, they think outside the box and they draw beautiful signs, right? How I'm doing with the time? Fine? Okay. See, I already have finished half. I told you I wouldn't be in the time. Okay. 6-1, work ethics. Let me ask you a question. Be honest. Don't answer me. Just be honest. You are a student. When you are a student, just be honest. Did you cheat? Did you try to cheat? Don't answer me. Okay? If you are an employee, okay, once you took a pen with you home, oh, nice pen. Oh, it's the assets of the company. You did not take permission, but you took it. Right? Or they might give you a car, you drive your car, it's the company's car, and you put all your groceries in there. Okay? Work ethics. Okay? Be honest. Try to be really applying these rules. Work ethics is very important. That gives you loyalty. Proves your belief in the importance of work and the ability to think your character. Are you a thief? Or are you really honest? First responders, teachers, nurses. And teachers, do the teachers steal? Do they?
Sometimes. Why not?
Do they steal?
Why not?
Teachers, professors. Well, we need say, well, we're done, okay, you can go home. Well, there's 15 minutes left. It's a class. That's the steal. But the students love it to go early. But it's against work ethics. Because he's supposed to give the students 24 minutes lecture. He gives them only 30 minutes. So he can relax. That's a steal. That's not a
This is not true.
Okay?
أنا ما أدري
Integrity,
ليش.
responsibility, discipline,
كانت
all
تحرد عليه.
in the work ethics. 7th one, delusion. Interpersonal. Each student asks himself, how many students do I interact with during the day? Or do we just go to the class, finish, professor talk, we wrote notes, and then, okay, see you guys tomorrow. What is the interaction? Okay. You need to interpersonal. Use here constantly as you interact and communicate with co-workers and managers. You know, this brings me a story. Real story. Today, this morning, I went to one of my workmates. He joined Aramco in 1985. I joined Aramco 1993. How many years difference?
8.
8 years. He was in Aramco 8 years before me. Now, I have a grade in Aramco higher than him. He is a graduate. He has a bachelor's degree in IT. But I am better in the grade. When I was talking to him, and I know I worked with him several times, he is lacking interpersonal communication. Every time I talk to his boss, what used to be our boss, why he is not getting grade? He said every time I talk to our boss about him, he said, who is this guy? I never see him. Because he is very hard worker. He spent from 7 to 4 in his table doing work. But he never get out of his office to talk to people. Nobody knows him. But he's hard worker. You need to interperson. You need to interact with people. Okay? Customer service, reality, financial planning. You need to get to people, know people, communicate with them for God's sake. Why you are trying to hide yourself? We cannot see you are a lady because they are no longer there. Ladies, now beyond your thinking. They do more, they communicate, and they are successful in their career. Faster than you. So men, be careful. You might lose your job. Okay? They're there hunting your job. So, okay, examples, empathy, humor, mentoring, networks. This is all depends on how good you interact with people. 8-1. Oh. Management. Let me do something here. Okay, this is my card key. Put it here. But I have something in here. Can you guess what's in my pocket?
Money.
What do you think? Stopwatch? No, I'll make it easy on you. It's a pen. My question is, and listen carefully to my question. What can you do with this pen? I want to hear an answer. To-do list. Okay. What else? Sell it. Okay, what else?
Throw it.
Throw it. Okay, what else? Write my fourth book. All right. That's me, not you. Okay. What can you do with it?
Maybe writing it on.
You can
Writing it up.
Maybe you can use it as a sword. You can use it as a sword.
Not me, you.
Yeah.
What can you do with it? Sword?
Yes.
Okay. Can I tell you something? The right answer? You are wrong. All your answers are wrong. You know why? You cannot do anything with it because it's in my hand. Unless it is yours, you can. See? You have to think outside the box, right? Time, when you come and say, why did you do it? Well, I'm sorry, I did not have time. Who told you that you have the time? No one has the time. No one. No one owns the time. What you can do about the time is to make sure that your tasks during the day, 24 hours, fulfilled with your tasks, based on your priorities. But you cannot have the time. Because you have 24 hours. I do the thing. Why do I accomplish? You don't. Because I do prioritize my task. So anyone comes and say, oh, I don't have time. Well, I say, yeah, you're right, you don't. He's not lying because he doesn't have it. But the question is, what does he do with this time? Now, what is wrong with the title? Time management. What is wrong with it? It's a lie. It's a big lie. When we say time management, we do not manage the time because time is the day 24 hours. 1 hour is 60 minutes. 1 minute is 30 seconds. Month is 30 to 29 to 31 days. So time is already managed by itself. The problem, we are not managed. We are not managing our time. What we mean, we are not managing our schedules to fit the time right. That's why many times is really wasted because we are not doing. So where is the time? Everywhere, right? Everywhere in your life you will see time is there. Demonstrate your ability to work efficiently and productive using your time wisely. Wisely means putting priorities. Have to-do list. Do it. IT project managers, loss prevention, whatever, goals finish. before we do the exercise, did anyone come here with a goal in his mind? What I am gonna get from here? Or I'm here for fun? It's just different, right? So make sure that these things. This is the 8th one. I have 2 more. Okay? 2 more. Soft skills. How have you learned? Leadership. Leadership. You know, sometimes I really feel sorry for ourselves. For anyone who say, you know, my boss is giving me hard time. My boss is giving me this. My boss is giving me so much tough work. You know why? Because he does not what leadership means. Either him or the boss is not being a leader. He's being a
Follower.
manager. If you cannot be, if you don't only say, if you cannot like to be led, then be a leader. If you do not accept any orders, any requests from others, don't be that person. Change to be a leader. Leadership is one of the softest skills. There is a debate. Do leaders born or they are created? They are created. You might have some traits, right? That comes with you when everyone comes, usually. But how we get to be leaders, we need to study, train, practice. So leadership is the ability to enable you to guide others. If you don't want to be guided, guide others. Be a leader. Okay? And don't complain after that. Complaining is not going to take you anywhere. Entrepreneur, management, teaching, all this. Project management, empathy, self. These all examples of leadership. Okay, last one. Am I doing good in the time? My timekeeper? Yeah. Okay. Attention to details, especially when it comes to numbers. You need to be very, very careful because any mistakes could close down the company. You are a finance. You are trying to planning, forecasting, planning, and you put big number. So, well, we cannot do it. It's a mistake you did. Instead of putting 3 zeros, you put 4 zeros. You just doubled the number. Wow, big one. So pay attention to details because details will give you a wider view of what you want to accomplish. Try to learn how to look to details. Where you see it, allow you to go both accurate in your work. Counting. There it is. See? You need to be very careful with that. For examples, critical observation, listening, organization, scheduling, analysis, all this require to be your mind very open, very wide for details. But I'll tell you something. They are not lovable by others. When you come to someone and say, okay, can you check this? And you start to, look at it, please finish, I'm in a hurry. They give you a hard time. They just want to finish their work. But what about yours? Who's going to be responsible for any mistakes? Well, I gave it to Muhammad and he reviewed it and he gave me okay. I depended on Muhammad, but you did not give Muhammad time to look into that detail. So be careful. You need that ability to analyze and look into the details. That's the 10th one, I believe. There are some more, and many more. One of them is self-confidence. That's not good, because I wanted this self-confidence to be out of the presentation. Why? Because being here on the stage without knowing any one of you, I'm taking my time, okay, and presenting whatever, right? That's a self-confidence. If I don't have that self-confidence, I will not be able in this state. I'm talking to you. I have a big self-confidence for me that I could deliver and talk to people freely without any reason. So self-confidence gives you that ability to face people. So you can apply all these skills. All right? So why do we need all this? Well, they're saying 94% of recruiters believe that top-notch soft skill or experience when it comes to promotion. When they try to give you promotion, they don't look how much you accomplished as a hard skill, soft skill. Where are you? Example is my workmate. I already passed him away. He's still behind because he still do not pay attention to his communication skills. So the other thing is they are fundamental to getting the job you want now and essential for career growth. Believe it or not, whether you believe me or not, try to go any employer. He will ask you things about soft skill. They will never ask you about your hard skill because they see it in your CV and they know what you have done, accomplished. That's my conclusion. Automation expands soft skills, become an even more significant difference to employers. And this is Susan Butler, IC said, hard skills might get your resume looked at, but soft skills help you stand up and get you hired. If you're looking for a job, fulfill yourself and equip it with soft skills. As many hard skills, soft skills as you can. There are some references. You must still possess the technical skill, but without soft skill, you cannot compete. So your soft skills are the keys to be hired and to progress in your career. So give attention. These are some references if you want to go on the internet and read about it. They're very helpful there. Help you so much to get your job. Boom, on the spot. Do I have time?
Yeah, 20 minutes.
Huh? 20 minutes?
Yeah.
I don't want to take a questions. But you don't have a flip chart anyway. Since you do not have a flip chart, which I forgot to ask you for, but let me ask you a question that requires what? Thinking outside the box. Okay? Requires analysis, requires positive thinking, requires so many. Okay, there are two railroads. Railroads? Two. قطار. ستة قطار. Okay? One is not no longer operating. No longer operating, the railroad. The other one is operating fine. So, the rain comes every day. So this kid, he went to the railroad, road, and play there. He's playing. 15 kids were playing in the other one, which is operating. Now, your job is whenever the train comes, you switch the direction of the train. That's your job. Now you hear the siren of the train coming. Now you saw 15 kids playing, and there is one kid there. You have only 10 seconds to decide where the train should go. What do?
Shout to the kids.
Shout to the kids, they cannot hear you. You see them from. He cannot stop the train.
Stay in the same.
Stay in the same, leave it going to the 15 people.
Yes, because you use all the train.
All the people. The train is empty. Except the driver.
I will take all kids and
You will take, he's far away from you. You just see him, but he's far away. You cannot. You only have 10 seconds. You don't have enough time to go and pick him up.
Same lane because the kids will run from it.
Exactly.
But
If you do anything else, you just killed an innocent kid. Because if you try to change the roads to go to the one, first of all, you will lose the whole train. Because the kid sitting there, playing there, he is in a safe place. He went to play there because he knows this is a safe place to play. The kids, the 15 kids, they know the train is coming. They will leave. But you,
Confused.
wow, there's 15 people. No, I kill one better.
well, we are accountants.
You know, that's the thing. Yeah. They are accountants. That's what they want to get them. Anyway, thank you very much. Bye. They don't have a question, I'm sure.
We'll see.
Thank you, Mr. Muhammad. We're opening up for questions. If anyone has a question, just
Please do.
raise your hand.
See, I told you they don't have a question.
One question right here.
Huh? You have? Who?
Two questions.
What is the question?
Anyone? There, right there.
Where? You have a question.
So since you spoke about the time management.
Yes.
Hello, I'm Susan. I have a question about the time management skill. Since I know I'm bad at time management, and as you said, we can't manage the time unless we prioritize our yes,
Tasks.
yes.
Yes.
So since I'm a full-time student here and a full-time mom, sometimes I'm facing a bad time managing things that I have to do. So if you have any tips that can help, we appreciate it.
Yes, sure. You need to use what we call time window. Okay? We have what is called important and urgent in one side, and the other side is your tasks. Now, is it really and not urgent, not important? All right? When you put all the tasks, daily tasks, okay, for 24 hours, put them. Is this urgent and important, or it is not urgent, not important? Where in the box goes? When you do that, then you will used to it just for 1 week. Try it for 1 week. And then naturally, you will be doing it very well. Just think this way. What is important? Then, is it urgent? Well, my kid is crying, he needs food. Is it urgent? If I did not give him food, will he die? No, he can't wait. give him a toy. He will, give him a toy. Just here, play with this till I finish cooking. Because it's more important, your dad is coming, otherwise he will have a fight with you. Right? So just put this, use, time. Okay, any other question? Wow, your question must be very difficult. Okay,
I am Muhammad.
I am Muhammad.
Yeah. I have two questions.
No. Okay.
Okay, first one.
Yes.
Do soft skills forgettable or not? Like if I didn't use them for a long time due to environment limitation, I will forget how to be creative, how to be leader, or not? This is first question.
It's a practice, it comes with practice.
So if I didn't use it due to
You
environment
don't,
limitation,
if you don't use it, you use it, you lose it. You don't use it, you lose it. That's it. If you do not communicate with people frequently, for example.
but
Now, when
sometimes-
it comes time when you have to communicate, what I'm gonna say, and you start hesitating, what you don't even have the self-confidence to talk to people and communicate with them because you were not used to communicate. What's the second question?
Second question is, how can I measure the soft skills? Like me as a recruiter, how can I know if Muhammad is leader better than Ahmed?
This is very simple. Very simple. I look at Ahmed, how his followers are doing. Not him.
Yeah, but
Leadership means how good leader, how bad he is based on his followers. Are they happy? Are they doing? Are they, you are measuring his leadership skills based on the followers. Is he really? See, leaders pay 90% of their time to people, not to the work. Because work is only required them to think for strategies and try to put some plan. Once it is there, alas, he's just watching. But how he's gonna deal with his people? Are they happy? Are they accomplishing? Are they motivated? Or they come to work? Alas, I just want to finish from 7 to 4 and I go home, I don't want to think about it. Measure it, how people are interacting with him. But you don't have 1, 2, 3 scales, no. Any other question? HR is very good.
السلام عليكم.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Mustafa Muhammad Ali.
حنين حياك الله.
Can I say that the soft skill is related to hard skill, or the soft skill is something that you can use it for your life?
At the question, let me throw the question on you. Is your father alive? Your father, is he alive? Okay. Mother? Yes? Does she have a job? No. Does she communicate with you? She doesn't have a hard job. She doesn't have a hard job, right? But she communicates. Does it require a hard job to communicate? No. That's it. Not necessarily do you have to have a hard job to have soft skills. But what you need, communication. Does she communicate with you? Well, if you come to her and you told her, Mom, I have a problem with my wife, and you have a discussion with her, you just try to get her sympathy, right? She will give you or not. When she can hug you, say, son, be patient. She's very nice. She's just, having a hard time. Give her time. She is using her soft skills. She doesn't have a job. Kids, our kids, do they have jobs? No, but they communicate with us, right? They think when they play with their toys. They are so creative, even though they are kids. They don't have job. They don't have our job, but they are creative. By the way, kids are more creative than us. By the time we get older and older, our creativity goes down. Why? Because our brains got corrupted. Yes. Any other question? How is time? I could stay here for long, no problem. I mean, they are okay.
Wissam here.
Yes, Wissam.
So, from my experience, communication is the key to success.
Yes.
So I've been working on that, and I learned how to manage my time to make every minute efficient. And mainly it goes through inspiring myself and learning not to procrastinate. But then what I noticed is even when you're working with clients or as a leader working with other people, one hard thing is to get a message to someone else to be on your side. For example, to inspire them to maybe work with you on an idea, or maybe inspire a customer, to get a sale. So how could you possibly, spark an interest in maybe your partner who's working with you, or a customer for a sale? Maybe you're working as a freelancer and you want to get an idea to him.
Let me give you experience from me. Whenever I go to a client, I want him to buy the training, right? I have to answer this question. What's in it for him? That's what he's gonna ask me. What's in it for me? Why would I accept your offer unless you show me what's in it for me? And what's in it for me, it's make me inspired. Give me something that I really touch and feel. Once I have the touch and the feel, then I will buy. Otherwise, I will not believe you. It's just fluff. Right? I opened a training center one time ago, and I was trying to hire someone for marketing. He came to me and he said, you know, I have 20 years of experience selling cosmetics. So I am good in marketing and sales. I said, okay, what I want you is this. I have a training center and I have training courses. So I want to sell. I want you to give me contracts. When I explained to him, he said, I am sorry, I can't do that. Where is the 20 years of experience? Because he cannot sell fish in the sea. It requires different skills than just being cosmetics, because he can show it to him. You know, he will see this is what I want. But when it comes something that is trying to sell him that does not exist, he cannot say. You have to make sure that you draw the picture of him where he sees it clearly and he sees what's in it for him. Then he will be inspired. Better than this. So your communication, convincing is great.
Thank you very much.
Hi. For me, I'm concerned for students starting their academic life. How can they actually develop these type of skills early on? I don't want them to wait until, for example, the senior year, for example, or they start working or they go up. I want them from the beginning. So what they should do in order for them to develop all these skills.
Are you faculty? Okay. How much you pay? Okay. Give them something that is not related to the class. Give them some task which is not related to your class. If, for example, if you are teaching, giving them accounting, don't give them anything accounting, which is, well, anyone brings this work will get extra point, right? Which it requires thinking, it requires communication, it requires whatever. Then they will automatically comes to you. They will not only think, they will love you. They will fall in love with you. But when they see you as an instructor only, giving them work assignments, God, you know, don't go to this class. Try to build that relationship with them through something outside what you do. For example, what do you teach? Finance? Thank you very much. Here. Give them this. Give them this. Say, I have a problem. Give me just a minute. Okay. I'll give you an example of this. You know, when I was, by the way, before I joined Aramco, I was a high school teacher teaching mathematics in high school, 4 years. You know what I do? Whenever I try to give them this theory, which is in Arabic, I come to the side of the board and write it in English. I said, what is this? I said, don't worry about it. Write it in your notebook. When you go to KFBM, you will see this there. Just keep your note. You know what happened? After some of them came here, said, Ahmed, exactly what you told us. We kept it, and we learned from it. When we came to the university for mathematics, we saw all the things that we learned in high school in English, which you already told us. This is something, this is one thing. But let me give you 4 or 5 minutes. Use this, something. Give them something they can finish. This is for all of you. For all of you. Give him the answer. All of you contact him, give him the answer. Question is, there are 3 brothers. 3 brothers. Their father said, well, I have this apples. I have 100 apples. I'll give you, because you are the oldest, 50. You, the second, I'll give you 30. You, the youngest, I'll give you 20. I want you to go to the market and sell these apples. But, on one condition, there are some conditions. What I want you to look at the oldest. What is the price that he sells? If he sells 5 per real, then you have to sell your apples 5 per real. But you could sell 10 for 2 reals. I didn't care. Same thing for the second. If your oldest brother changed the price, you have to change also the price. At the end of the day, I need all of you to bring the same money. Don't steal, same money. Same price, same money. Different quantities. Give them something like this, and you do it yourself, and I'll give you the answer. But before I give you the answer, you promise me you give each student 2 grades. Huh? This is how to think. They will think outside the box. They will love your class because you gave them something to use their brain, not just to concentrate on your subject. This is how you get them. Also, all of you get together, solve it. They will communicate. They will think. They will divert. These skills, you build them without even them notice. Just example of how you can did them. 4 times, same thing. Even for time management. You know that cards? Bring 4 decks of cards. Throw them in the floor. Right? And say, okay, who is the fastest to collect each color by itself? Give them. They will know how to use the time. How to organize time. There are so many, exercises that you could use to build these skills in them. That's it. Any other question?
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr.